Hi, I'm Sammy Cohen with my co-partner.
JJ Greenberg.
So today we'll be talking about our perfect offense and defense for an NFL team, and who do you think is really going to win the Super Bowl for the 2016-17 season? So first, let's kick it off with our dream team. So I talked to an expert, and he said that Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson are the top 3 QBs for next year. And who do you think is really going to be the number one?
I like Aaron Rodgers as the number one quarterback just because of all the wide receivers that he has and that he trusts them, including his offensive line.
So for the running backs, Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, and David Johnson are the top 3 running backs going to next season. Who do you think is going to be?
If Le'Veon Bell stays healthy, I think he's clearly the number one running back. Even though the Steelers like to pass, he still managed to put up a lot of good numbers last year.
Ron Gronkowski, Jordan Reed, and Greg Olsen are the top 3 tight ends going to next year. Who do you think is going to be number 1?
I'd easily take Rob Gronkowski here, clearly. I think Tom Brady, his favorite target, and also Jimmy Garoppolo for the first 4 weeks. He's going to need a wide receiver that he knows will trust and should catch the ball. That will be Rob Gronkowski.
Wide receivers, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham Jr., and Julio Jones are top 3 going to the 2016 season.
I think it's Antonio Brown, just clear because he just beats out every cornerback that he faces. Patrick Peterson has a hard time guarding him. He just beats him with speed and he has great movement.
I agree.
Beating out.
So now to the defense. Defensive end, J.J. Watt, Carlos Dunlap, Ezekiel Ansah, and Robert Quinn. Who do you think is going to be top 2?
If I had to pick 2, I'd take J.J. Watt and Ezekiel Ansah, just because how explosive they both are, coming off the edge and getting sacks. I think that's a big part on defense being able to sack the quarterback.
Defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, Geno Atkins, Kawan Short, and Ndamukong Suh are the top 4 runners for next season.
I'd take Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald. I think Aaron Donald, even though he's very young, he proved that his defense would be great throughout the whole year. And same with Ndamukong Suh. He's been great his whole career.
So there's 2 safeties that are candidates for being number 1 for the dream team. So Tyrann Mathieu and Cam Chancellor. Who do you think is going to be number 1?
I think it'd be Cam Chancellor just because he makes explosive plays, and he's been having a good. He's been able to stay healthy most of the time.
So for the cornerbacks, Ronald Darby, Patrick Peterson, and Richard Sherman. Who do you think is really going to be number 1 for the dream team?
As of right now, going into next year, I think it'll still be Richard Sherman, but in the future, Ronald Darby. He's very young and he's very fast, and he's not too short either. He'll be able to be great against some of the elite wide receivers.
So finally, for our kickers, Stephen Gostkowski, Stephen Hasha, and Justin Tucker. Who do you think?
I really think they're all equal yet again, but
So,
Stephen Gostkowski probably because he's the best at making extra points, I guess.
there you heard it. Now just be prepared. You can choose them for fantasy. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sammy.
And I'm JJ.
And good night.